Peace. I'm Rami Salam El. I thank you for watching. This is Spiritual Unity episode 2. Before we get started, much love to you and yours, to your family, to your friends, to your co-workers, to your enemies, to your loved ones, everybody. You know, it's a lot of war going on. It's a lot of killing. It's a lot of just evil stuff going on in the world, and I'm doing my best to send more positivity and love. And with that, let's get right to it. I'm gonna be reading today from the Upanishads. Let me back up a little bit. Let's see, get that right there. Yeah, there you go. Get the Upanishads. It's ancient teachings, Swami Paramananda. Read the back real quick. The Upanishads of the Hindu faith are believed to have been written about 700 BC, and although nothing is known of the authorship, they are considered by some to be the highest philosophy ever conceived by the human mind. The Upanishads have long been recognized as the source of spiritual knowledge and deal with mankind's greatest mysteries, the nature of God, man's purpose of existence, and ultimate salvation. I think that's what sold me when I read the back. I wanted to read. Well, initially I made a video and I started with chapter 1, but I found something that I appreciate a little bit more, so I want to read this and then tell you, try a little something with you. Oh, here it is. By whom commanded and directed does the mind go towards its objects? Commanded by whom does the life force, the first cause, move? At whose will do men utter speech? What power directs the eye and the ear? Thus the disciple approached the master and inquired concerning the cause of life and human activity. Having a sincere longing for truth, he desired to know who really sees and hears, who actuates the apparent physical man. He perceived all about him the phenomenal world, the existence of which he could prove by his senses. But he sought to know the invisible causal world, of which he was now only vaguely conscious. Is mind all-pervading and all-powerful, or is it impelled by some other force, he asked. Who sends forth the vital energy, without which nothing can exist? The teacher replies. And so this book is really cool. It's like a back and forth sometimes. It'll have a statement, it'll have a wise quote, and then it'll break down what's going on in the situation. And so right now it's a master and a student, and the student is asking the question, who's behind the eyes, that's controlling the eyes to make the eyes see and make the ears hear? What sparked the initial life force to get everything going? And here it says, the teacher replies, it is the ear of the ear, the mind of the mind, the speech of the speech, the life of the life, the eye of the eye. The wise, freed from the senses and from mortal desires, after leaving this world, become immortal. An ordinary man hears, sees, thinks, but he is satisfied to know only as much as can be known through the senses. He does not analyze and try to find that which stands behind the ear or eye or mind. He is completely identified with his external nature. His conception does not go beyond the little circle of his bodily life, which concerns the outer man only. He has no consciousness of that which enables his senses and organs to perform their task. There is a vast difference between the manifested form and that which is manifested through the form. When we know that, we shall not die with the body. One who clings to the senses and to the things that are ephemeral, ephemeral, must die many deaths. One who clings to the senses and to things that are ephemeral must die many deaths. But that man who knows the eye of the eye, the ear of the ear, having severed himself from his physical nature, becomes immortal. Immortality is attained when man transcends his apparent nature and finds the subtle, eternal, and inexhaustible essence which is within him. It's deep, and I know that was a lot of stuff, and it may have gone over your head. You may have got it just like that, but it's an activity that I saw done by KRS that kind of shows that in real time a little bit. So here's the activity. What we're gonna do is we are going to okay, boom, here we go. This is gonna be the object. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and on that beat, we're gonna say the word fez, but we're not gonna use our mouth, our vocal cords at all. We're gonna say it inside. Okay, on 3. Not on 2, not on 1, on 3. You ready? Don't say it out loud. Keep your mouth closed. Don't move your lips. Don't move anything in here. Just say it within. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, you said it and you heard it, but no voice, nothing came out of your mouth. That is behind the voice. That is behind the ear. That is behind the senses. That is the true self, this within us that we can hear and can hear us. We can hear ourselves. That's the real essence. And that was, I really advise you to go check out, just look up like KRS Spiritual, something like that on YouTube. He got a bunch of different videos, but in one of those, he elaborates on that whole activity and breaks it down even further. But it's very similar to what that's breaking down and getting us to realize that we are not the body, we are not the flesh. Ooh, matter of fact, let me bring him all around one time. Oh man, I ain't got it. Hold on one second. Yeah. Bringing him back home, Okay, to close him up. Boom. We're going to go to chapter 1. Yeah, chapter 1. Hold on. Yeah, there they go. Boom, right here. Chapter 1, the creation and fall of man. It's the Holy Quran. We just tying it all together just so that you can understand. It's the truth is one and it's everywhere. You know what I mean? Boom, it says, okay, no finite man can comprehend things infinite. All finite things are subject to change. All finite things will cease to be because there was a time when they were not. The bodies and souls of men are finite things and they will change. Yeah, from the finite point of view of time will come when a time will come when they will be no more. But man himself is not the body nor the soul. We are not the body nor the soul. He is a spirit and a part of Allah. Now that is what is behind the eye. That's the thing that's put the force, the vital force in us for us to even be thinking and have a soul to control our body. But I don't want to get too more into that. Thank you for watching. Spread some love. Once again, read this book right here, the Quran, a lot of metaphysics, a lot of spiritual wisdom. The Upanishads, please go pick that up. And maybe next time we'll read this right here. Boom. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And with that, peace, much love to you. I think that's it.